Hi there. This is my forehead, and this is terrorism. What is terrorism? Terrorism is the unlawful act of violence to gain political or religious objectives. Terrorism intimidates societies to join them through smart marketing techniques and use social media to gain recruits. Terrorism is usually used by the weaker side in a conflict to gain a military without having one. The money for one. You know what I mean. Terrorist weapons. What kind of weapons do terrorists use? They use firearms, like the RPG, AK-47, and various handguns. They also use bombs, like this thing trapped to the RPG, or roadside bombs to blow up vehicles without being spotted. Chemical agents, like tear gas or mustard gas. This is Saddam Hussein. He was the dictator of Iraq from 1973 to 2003. Why is this important? What does he have to do with terrorism? Saddam Hussein has a big role in terrorism today because he had trained and supplied military equipment to a big terrorist group like the Mujahideen. Saddam Hussein was captured on December 13, 2003 in Adwar, Iraq in Operation Red Dawn by the U.S. Saddam was given to Iraq and charged with capital punishment. He was hung for the murder of 180,000 innocent people. The way he murdered people inspired many terrorist groups to do the exact same thing to threaten and scare democratic countries. This is the Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is a terrorist organization led by Osama Bin Laden. Al-Qaeda was formed in 1988 in Afghanistan to destroy all Western life in the Middle East. They wanted to wipe Israel off the face of the planet and convert all governments into dictatorships. Osama Bin Laden. Osama Bin Laden is the leader of Al-Qaeda. He comes from a rich, construction-based family, and his political views were shaped primarily around his Muslim faith. He believed that Western culture should not be allowed in the Middle East, creating the group Al-Qaeda. Osama Bin Laden died on May 2, 2011 after U.S. Special Forces raided his compound. When U.S. troops took down his bedroom door, he shot himself in the head, killing himself instantly. The death was confirmed by Al-Qaeda 4 days after. Osama bin Laden was responsible for 9/11. On September 11, 2001, Al-Qaeda sent 18 militia troops to the U.S. and they hijacked 4 commercial airliners and used them to commit suicidal attacks on 4 different targets. The first Trade Center tower was hit at 8:45 a.m. and the second one was hit at 9:03 a.m. The other 2 planes were headed for the Pentagon and the White House. The Pentagon 30 minutes later was hit 30 minutes after the World Trade Centers, and the 4th plane crashed into a field after the occupants on the plane killed the terrorists and crashed it into the field, protecting the White House. The tragic event killed nearly 3,000 people, 2,606 of which were at the World Trade Center, 125 at the Pentagon, and 246 on the 4 planes total. This video is the 9/11 plane crash into the Pentagon, and it swoops in right here. And this was footage of the second plane being hit, and there's a good quality picture of both towers. The Boston bombings. The Boston bombings were a terrorist attack on America on April 15, 2015, when 2 pressure cooker bombs went off on the finish line of the Boston Marathon. The Boston bombings were caused by 2 brothers, Zakhar Snarev and Tamerlan Tsarnaev. Tamerlan, the oldest, died in a shootout with law enforcement. The younger brother, Zakhar, was found hiding in someone's boat where he was forced to surrender. 3 people were killed and 260 were injured. These are the two brothers, and this is the video of the bomb that went off on the Boston Marathon finish line. This is ISIS. There's ISIS flag. Here's ISIS troops. And there's ISIS vehicles. ISIS is a terrorist group that started in 1999 with the goal of destroying the United States and turning the entire world Muslim. They have a budget of 2 million, making them one of the most deadly and advanced terrorist groups in history. ISIS believes that they are the Messiah's army, following a Muslim prophecy that destroys all other religion, making the world Muslim faith. Taking over America will be their gift to Mahdi, their Messiah, or the Messiah, summoning him, and he will take over the world for Muslims. This is our final slide on the attack on Paris. The attack on Paris happened recently, November 13, 2015. ISIS set off multiple planned suicide bombs and attacks in the populous capital of France, Paris. The attack on Paris was devastating, killing 129 people. This video over here is about Julian Pierce and how tragic it was to see the deaths of people at the metal concert that was going on in Paris that night. And he talks about how he survived. And then this is a photo of a memorial at one of the restaurants where the bomb went off. Well, that is it, and this is our presentation on terrorists.